morning, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Judge Ruppe. You're all here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you are considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the State Attorney's Office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you're arrested on a new charge or a warrant. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. You are entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you this morning. You are also entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or counsel know who you are. If you haven't had an opportunity to get that phone call, just let me know. Make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward. Charlie Chambers. Chambers, can I have your date of birth?
11/30/93.
You are here today for a battery. Your bond amount is $2,000. It's a felony battery because it was someone there at the jail. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. I'm going to order that you don't have any contact with Jessica Browning, and the jail is going to make sure that that remains the case. I see you have a hold on you out of Pasco County. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's going on in Pasco County? Do you have to get over there at any certain time?
No, I'm just a courtesy hold here.
I understand that. When do you have to go back to Pasco County? Do you know? Do you have to?
I have court on the 28th, but I don't have to go back there.
Okay. All right, we'll keep the bond at $2,000, and we'll see you back to court on this case on November 12th at 1:15. Christina Countermarsh.
Yes, please. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
4267, ma'am.
You are here today for several violations of probation. Looks like 5 of them. There's probable cause for your arrest based on a warrant signed by Judge Merritt on October 8th. You're going to be held no bond until you appear back in front of Judge Merritt on November 12th at 1:15. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office, and someone will be out to see you soon, okay?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Gina Humphreys. Can I have your date of birth?
7/15/67.
You are here today for possession of paraphernalia. Your bond amount is $1,000. There's probable cause for your arrest. Is there any way you can take care of it today, State?
Yes, Your Honor. The state would be offering 10 days.
Okay, if you want to take care of your case today, the state will give you 10 days jail. You'll get credit for the 2 days that you already have in. Is that something you want to take care of today?
I have to decide that right now.
If you want to take that offer, yes, ma'am. You don't have to take it. We can just have you come back to court another day. If you want to get rid of it today, it's 10 days with the credit for 2 days you have in.
No, I'll wait.
Okay. I have an address for you on Shetland Lane. Where is that?
Shetland.
Shetland Lane?
Is it Spring Hill?
Okay. And how long have you lived there?
2 to 3 years.
All right. Do you have a job?
I'm just taking care of my mom right now.
Okay. State?
Adjudication withheld 15 for petty theft. Adjudication withheld for Willis, third or subsequent in 2015, and an actual constructive possession of a synthetic 2015. and a 2012 operate motor vehicle without valid driver's license, and a possession of controlled substance that was actually drugged, and no other history.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to set your bond at $2,000. We'll see you back to court November 8th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Thank you.
Michelle Loria. Can I have your date of birth?
6/26/86.
You're here today for a domestic battery. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. I see you have an address on Salisbury Drive in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
18 months.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a bartender at a resort.
Okay. Date, any record?
Your Honor, she's currently in PTI for a petty theft. That's probably going to be rejected, and then other than that, no other history.
Okay. You're going to have to, at some point, you get something in the mail about your PTI that you're going to no longer be offered that PTI. You're not going to be on that program anymore, as far as I know. But do you want the public defender's office to represent you? So they'll probably represent you on that case as well. They'll see if there's any way to get you back into that program, but there's no guarantees. In the meantime, there's no contact with Michael Studley. Don't have any contact with him whatsoever. Do not go within 500 feet of his residence, employment, school, or vehicle. No social media, text messaging, no technological contact with him whatsoever. And do not have anyone else try to contact him on your own behalf. If you have any contact with Michael while this case is pending, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to set your bond at $10. We're going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case Michael wants to file any civil paperwork against you, and we'll see you back to court November 8th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bobby Lee Stevens. Good afternoon, Ms. Stevens. Your date of birth?
2/15/73.
All right. You were in my courtroom yesterday. We talked about this outstanding Sumter County violation of probation warrant. We took you into custody at that time. I'm just here to advise you that that warrant is valid. It's a no-bond warrant, so you're going to be held no bond until you go to Sumter County. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you up there?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and appoint the public defender's office. They should get you to Sumter County sometime within the next 3 days, I would think. It usually doesn't take them that long. If for some reason they don't come get you within the next few days, the folks there at the jail will bring you back in front of me and we'll figure out what the holdup is, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Heather Talmadge. Can I have your date of birth?
3/1/87.
Okay, you are here today for a violation of probation. There's no bond on that violation of probation, and there is probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll appoint the public defender's office, and we'll see you back to court on November 6th at 8:30 in the morning.
Thank you.
Carol Tucker. Can I have your date of birth?
7/19/78.
You were here today for a criminal mischief and providing false name to law enforcement. Your bond amount is a total of $2,000 right now. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Appoint the public defender's office. States, do you have anything?
Petty theft adjudication 2015, a adjudication 2014 for paraphernalia, a synthetic adjudication in 2010, heroin traffic adjudication in 2010, petty theft adjudication in 2010, adjudication withheld in 08 for a grand theft, adjudication withheld in 09 for a grand theft. No other history, Your Honor.
I'm going to address you on Timberland Street in Tampa. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
41 years.
Do you have a job?
I know. I know at the moment.
Okay.
I'm looking to move up here, so I was looking for work.
Okay. I set your bond amount at $2,000 each. We'll see you back to court November 8th at 9 o'clock. Ryan Coho.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
1/11/84.
You're here today for failure to appear on 2 counts of burglary out of Citrus County. So there's a warrant for your arrest for that. So there's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender in Citrus County to represent you on this?
Yes, ma'am.
Appoint the public defender's office.
I was already sentenced, ma'am.
When were you sentenced?
I was sentenced to Phoenix House on August 26th. And I signed 3 years paper with it, ma'am.
Yeah. And I believe this has to be a violation of probation. Because there's no bond on that, but it says an FTA. So maybe they sent you a notice to appear for a violation of probation and you didn't show up. But this was just a recent, when did we get this confirmation? On 10/15, we got a confirmation that there was a valid warrant for your arrest from Judge Howard.
Okay.
So we're going to get you over there. We'll take a look at it right away. We'll get the public defender's office appointed right away so they can look at it, okay? So usually Citrus County is going to come get you in the next couple days.
Yes, ma'am.
When you get to Citrus County, they will give you a court date. If for some reason they don't come get you, then the folks at the jail will bring you back in front of me and we'll figure out what the holdup is, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Joseph Lee?
And there was a status conference on that case, 10/11, so that's what
So
happened.
that's what it was, right, okay.
Afternoon, Your Honor.
Can I have your date of birth, please?
8/29/92.
You were here today for a domestic battery based on a warrant signed by Judge Eineman on October 8th. So there's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
No, ma'am, I have a private attorney.
And who do you have, sir?
Mr. Bruce Snow.
Did he know you had court today?
No, ma'am, I was picked up driving down the road yesterday, and they served me with a warrant while I was traveling.
Okay, so you don't have Mr. Snow yet, but that's who you plan on getting?
Yes, ma'am, he's all paid off and everything.
Okay, then I'm not sure why he's here if he accepted money to represent you. Did you say why he wouldn't be here today?
No, ma'am, he has no idea I have court today. I was picked up yesterday.
Okay. I have an address here on Yonce Road in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am,
How long have you lived there?
my whole life.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am, I'm a home inspector.
Okay. State?
He has an adjudication withheld in 2017 for a battery, a dropped domestic violence battery in 2016, a dropped battery in 2016, a dropped robbery in 2014, no other history, Your Honor.
All right, means order that you have no contact with Nicole Dick. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have anyone else call, write, or email her. Do not go within 500 feet of her residence, employment, school, or vehicle. No social media or technological contact with her whatsoever. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have any contact with Nicole at all, even third-party contact, meaning you had someone else contact her on your own behalf, then you can be charged with another crime and held without bond, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case she wants to file any civil paperwork against you. If she does
She
file...
did. Excuse me, she did already. I was served with it when I got here last night.
Okay. I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today pursuant to statute. Set your bond at $10,000. We'll see you back to court November 8th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Sammy Lee Jr.
Yes, ma'am.
Date of birth, please.
5/14/69.
You were here today for domestic battery, tampering with a victim, felony domestic battery by strangulation, and false imprisonment. I found probable cause for all 4 of those charges. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
Battery that was dropped in 2019, felony battery with the same victim. A dropped battery in 2016, a null-cross battery in 2014, a adjudication for sale of cocaine where he went into prison for, a driving with an invalid driver's license adjudication in 96, a DUI adjudication in 96, a battery of Leo adjudication in 96, an adjudication in 91 for murder in the first degree, robbery adjudication in 1986.
You got it in jail.
Okay. Need to order that you have no contact with Lisa Jacobs, okay? Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have anyone else call her, write her, or email her. If you have any contact with Lisa Jacobs while this case is pending, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. You're not to go within 500 feet of her residence, employment, school, or vehicle, and no social media or technological or text messaging with her whatsoever. I'm also going to order that you get a GPS placed on your person before you leave jail to make sure that you don't go and violate any of those conditions, and so that we can keep an eye on you while you are out on bond. You will have to pay the costs associated with the GPS. You cannot leave Hernando County or the state of Florida without permission from the judge assigned to your case. You're going to be in front of Judge Merritt. Your next court date is November 12th at 1:15 in the afternoon. I'm going to set your bond at $15,000 each case for a total of $60,000. Andrew Mack.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
6/1/1969.
Okay, you are here today for failure to appear out of Pasco County. They have the bond amount of $513. If you're unable to post that bond amount, Pasco County is going to come get you in the next couple days. When you get to Pasco County, you can ask for a lawyer, ask for a court date, and ask to resolve your case that day, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. James McCormick.
Yes, ma'am.
I have your date of birth.
10/20/1974.
You're here today for a violation of probation out of Pasco County. They want you held no bond until they get you over there. So we're going to keep you hold no bond. Pasco County will come get you sometime within the next 5 days. If for some reason they don't come get you, the folks at the jail will bring you back in front of me and we'll figure out why, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Joseph Moses.
12/12/1986, Your Honor.
Thank you. You were here today for failure to appear in front of me on a driving unsuspended driver's license on October 1st. Your bond amount is $2,000. You also have a violation of probation. There's no bond on that. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you on these cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
There's no way to get a bond on the BOP?
Not today, sir. I've appointed a public defender for you, though, and they will be out to see you soon and talk to you about getting in front of a judge maybe sooner, okay? So for right now, there's no bond on the VOP. It's $2,000 on the driving unsuspended driver's license. We'll see you back in court on the driver's license case on November 8th and the violation of probation on November 12th.
November 12th. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Robert Nance.
Hello, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
7/49/92.
Okay, you were here today for aggravated battery on a pregnant person and felony domestic battery by strangulation. I found probable cause for your arrest. State, any prior record?
A null cross battery in 2018 on a offender knew or should have known victim pregnant. And then he has out-of-state history from Tennessee, but it looks to be, it doesn't have any, it's just a simple possession, and it has a reference of a failure to appear, 2019, and then a dismissed charge, it looks like, in 2013. No other history.
Okay, the felony battery, that was in 2018, you said?
Yes, Your Honor, and that was in Citrus County.
Okay. Does it show if that case is closed, or?
That was...
Do you still have an open case in
that was
Citrus County?
dropped.
Oh, no, it's
No, ma'am. That was dropped.
Okay. I need to order that you have no contact with Roxanne Alamo. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have anyone else call her, write her, or email her. Do not go within 500 feet of her residence, employment, school, or vehicle. No social media, text messaging, or technological contact with her whatsoever. If you do have any contact with Roxanne while this case is pending, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set your bond at $5,000 each. We'll see you back to court November 12th at 1:15.
Thank you.
Jason Peters. Can I have your date of birth?
9/14/73.
You are here today for possession of paraphernalia. Your bond amount is currently $1,000. There's probable cause for your arrest. That's it. Oh, and there's also possession of a controlled substance. That's right. Okay, so it's a possession of controlled substance without a prescription and a possession of paraphernalia. So there's probable cause on both of those. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Sure.
My public defender's office state.
Adjudication in 2003 for a DV bat. Adjudication in 2003 for a criminal mischief. Adjudication withheld in 98 for a petty theft, and adjudication withheld for a battery in 95.
Okay. I have an address for you on Sheetland Lane in Spring Hill as well. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am, Shetland.
Yes. How long have you lived there?
5, 7 years, I guess, yeah.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I work for a lumber company in Day City.
All right. Count 1, your bond is going to be $1,000. Count 2, your bond is going to be $500. We'll see you back in front of Judge Merritt on November 12th at 1:30, okay?
Thank you.
Tyler Queen.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
12/31/1997.
You are here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on August 20th. He wants you held no bond until you appear back in front of him on November 6th at 8:30 in the morning. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
Like the public defender's office, and we'll see you back to court then, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Hugh Rogers. Can I have your date of birth?
1/25/72.
Okay, you are here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Toner on February 28th of this year. So there's probable cause for your arrest. He wants you held no bond until you appear back in front of him on November 6th at 8:30 in the morning. Did you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
My public defender's office, and someone will be out to see you soon, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you. And there's Kane Cesar.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and this is 2019 MM3042. You're here for a petty theft of resisting officer with violence and a driving on suspended driver's license. So,
He resolved his felony with, I think, he got 2 years community control. Looks to me like he's got 30 days time served. He went on line 17/19.
okay.
Perhaps good
Mr.
for
Cesar, I think what your attorney is saying is that you can resolve your case here today for the 30 days
Yes.
that you have in and then go on to your probation. Is that what you would like to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you understand that by resolving this case today, that means you're not going to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up all those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, with regard to the petty theft, resisting without violence, and driving on suspended driver's license in 2019 MM3042, how do you plead each of those charges? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
I'll accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 30 days in the Hernando County Jail. Give you credit for the 30 days that you have in. You will have fines and court costs assessed against you. I'm not really sure how much that is yet. It's probably going to be approximately $800. But that'll be assessed against you, and you can come down to the clerk of court at any point and work out a payment plan with them for that, okay? You're also going to have a public defender fee assessed against you. I will not assess the cost of incarceration since they probably already did that in felony court.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and there was no restitution on the petty theft?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, very good, thank you. Did I get everyone at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have a good day.